this message is for all the NEETs out there. NEET, not in employment, education, or training. Now, you might be a NEET for various reasons. Maybe you're just depressed. You're not sure what to do with yourself, and I understand that. I had a friend when I was in my early 20s who kind of just moped around the house, his parents' house, and he didn't go to work. He kept the place clean. That's, I think, why they put up with him. Eventually, he worked through his stuff, and he went, what life went on for him. But maybe, you tried to live the American dream based on all the rules you were taught. You followed the rules and you got burned, right? You look at the economy's rigged, the political system's rigged. You're never going to own a house, You're never going to make enough money, so why bother? I get it. I got itchy nose. It could be that the social game for the average looking guy sucks, and what's the point, right? I get it. Way Aaron Clary talks about having a beautiful woman in your life is an amazing motivator. I get it, right? Whatever your reason is. Maybe this world just sucks. Maybe it's unjust. Maybe it's rejected you and you feel hated, you feel disenfranchised, whatever your reason is, okay? I can't cover all the possible reasons of being a NEET, but I'm trying to relate to it, okay? So, if this world's rejected you and you don't really do anything with your time of any substance, why not learn the skill set that'll allow you to function outside of the official economic and political system? Because America, and I would say you might call Western European civilization, is headed for collapse. Not a Hollywood collapse. It's a slow, drawn-out thing. But it's done. It's run its course. And having the skills to live outside the formal economy will make your situation more robust, more resilient. Now, I suggest you check out this channel on YouTube. It's called Eugenio Manesma Documentaries. Eugenio Manesma Documentaries. I will link to it in the description. This is the guy, he's a Spanish filmmaker who films people who practice classic pre-industrial revolution trades, such as rope making, such as clay working, including making roofing tiles, running an ice house, bookbinding, harvesting grain, harvesting salt, all these things, fabric making, how to bake bread in a classic way with a fire, powered oven and so on. Really amazing stuff. And there's people who still practice these trades. Now, these skills are very useful, especially, if the electricity fails, right? Because we are totally dependent on the electrical system being intact and functioning. But it's also extremely fragile. There are millions of points of failure. And all kinds of things could cause it to fail, from, it could be another Carrington event, from a coronal mass ejection. It could be a war. It could be major storms that knock out all transformers and poles all over the place. There could be, all kinds of things, right? Extremely fragile. The entire civilization depends on it. When that shuts off for more than a few days over a large enough area, then the National Guard can't contain that. And then people loot the grocery stores, and it's done. It's over. Your civilization's finished. And what will survive is people who know skills that are before the Industrial Revolution, before the electrified part of the Industrial Revolution. People know how to grow food. People know how to sew, make clothing, make cloth. Make some of the things I described in those documentaries. You should go check it out. There's all kinds of amazing stuff to learn about. And so why not begin to learn these things? And that way, you're already halfway dropped out of the system anyways, but you're still dependent on the system that doesn't like you, doesn't care about you, sees you as a burden, sees you as just a utility, right? Your job's to generate tax revenue for the machine. It doesn't matter what your quality of life is, you're supposed to just keep this thing running. So you already half dropped out. Why not learn skills that allow you to drop out all the way? Because as things begin to fall apart in America, and they will, these skills will become useful. That the world that rejected you will now need you. You will have skills to trade. The things you do with your life will matter. Every day, if the electricity goes out, then being able to get water efficiently will matter. There are parts of the world where people get out of bed and they spend hours fetching buckets of water and, of course, boiling it. And they lose a lot of time to that. And that's why they don't really get very far. They never really develop much further than that. Unless missionaries or something bring them advanced technology, they're not going to move up the tech tree because they're still preoccupied with just procuring enough water to drink, let alone, do anything else, right? That's a reality for some parts of the world. And being able just to have that ready to go, being able to find food, being able to get food, being able just to solve the basic needs of life with pre-industrial skills will make you valuable. It'll give your life meaning. Now, you don't have to do this. Like I said earlier, this is your soul's journey. You do whatever you want. Okay? You can do whatever you want with your life. It's not for me to tell you what to do. I'm offering you an option. And since you're not doing anything anyways, aside from if you're a person who just plays video games and whatever, reads magazines or books all day, then there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but you might find satisfaction and meaning doing these things. And especially if you have the skill set that lets you walk away fully from the system that hates you. And that's all I got to say. Thanks for listening, NEETs. Bye-bye.